This is a story of God's goodness and his redemption. But along that path, I found myself in a lot of dark places, and a lot of them were led to dark decisions, and abortion was one of them.
They told me I'll be fine after the abortion, but they lied. I went home and tried to commit suicide.
I was looking for love in all the wrong places. And at 18, I found myself in my first unplanned pregnancy.
And that decision really affected my life, and I felt like God would never, ever forgive me for that.
I was supposed to feel relieved, but I felt guilty, scared, more lonely than when I had walked in there.
But depression was deep. Depression was so deep for me. And I already struggled with depression. The first time I ever tried to commit suicide, I was 11 years old.
It took years and years of struggling with the guilt and the shame and the depression and the anger.
I remember them telling me, these are blobs of tissue, and you'll be okay. I wasn't okay. It's like I wanted someone to help me, to stop me. But I was enslaved to myself, to my feelings, to doing things my way. But God. Forgiven and set free changed my life. It was there I learned about God's forgiveness, and I learned how to forgive.
I realized that I don't have control. God does. And you can surrender it to Him. Because it's not my story. It's His story. And He is still writing the book.
While I had chosen abortion, God chose to adopt me. There are many men and women hiding in the church, enslaved to shame and guilt, waiting to hear that grace is for them.
So God has opened these doors of just sharing His love, sharing His forgiving, and letting people know that there is grace on the other side of it. You are not your sin.
You now have a group that you can share your heart with, that will become a sisterhood, a brotherhood, where you can trust and share those parts of your lives that you have kept so hidden. And now, in sharing them, you can find the healing you need.
Jesus endured incredible physical pain on the cross. And one of the beautiful things about his forgiveness is that he turns that pain into beauty. He takes those ashes of our lives and turns it into beauty. And when we tell our stories to other people, we get to see Christ in action.